Soon. Let's do the preliminary look around.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Soon.
Yes. Hopefully I don't get myself buzzing through microphone and earphones this time.
Time will tell.
Yep. Ah, I see we got a source of swap while I wasn't looking.
Yes.
Mysidia?
Mysidia has happened. We are entering
I see.
Mysidia Cave. It is
Right.
time too deep. Holy at 2. Basuna at a healthy 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
And just remind myself what rank of things we're dealing with here in Wizard Pit.
I may need to, oh, jeez. I
Probably
may need to-
mostly 5s.
That seems about the standard of enemy we've come to expect at this point.
These are 5s. Probably the tougher things in here will be 6s.
Feels like we're coming up on, maybe not an end game, but the run up to it.
This is the late game, pretty firmly.
Like most games of this era, I suppose it's much shorter than you expect once you have some idea of what you're doing. But, I guess that's the trick. Well, that bodes ill for the stream, since I'm getting a frame about a minute.
Hmm.
That's alright, that's what Twitch is
You're also
for.
getting extremely audible weather.
Oh, hang on. Any better?
For now.
Alright.
Door. In a cave. Yeah, I'll try not to
Oh,
drag
this
out
is a
these fights
prospect.
too much, but
Yeah.
I've laid out the numbers, and there's a lot of legwork to do if you want any spell to become large.
Yes. as has been previously discussed, I think, since the greatest efficiency is acquired by getting, one use of a spell in a fairly high-level fight, but you need a lot more than that in order to actually hit respectable levels.
It will take you dozens of fight to gain each rank on spells. At that rate.
In part just because you can't spam them in the same way that you can spam physical attacks and expect to gain a respectable amount of weapon level in a fairly timely fashion, I think.
Hello, good friend. Alright. Hats are emerging. Hats are real. The existence of more gold hairpins. For that 10 agility, lightning resistance, 10 magic defense for no evade penalty.
Yeah. It
10
has
magic defense, 10,
all the advantages
11
of Thief
regular
Glove.
defense. 2 casting penalty.
Are they purchasable anywhere in the game, or...?
No.
Okay.
Malboro arrives. Welcome to it.
Well then.
Classic friend of adventure, Malboro.
Yep. Definitely not a bad time of any kind.
Regular Malboro is only the rank 5 version.
So, are these yet the ludicrously dangerous things that we will see later in Final Fantasy, or have they not yet achieved their final form?
We'll find out.
I guess we will.
They have a 5-swing regular attack that carries paralysis.
No, that's not great.
Oddly enough, they're considered aquatic creature type.
Huh.
That's a fish.
Well, I mean, I guess they would have to be kept moist. Not necessarily fish.
Swamp plant
just,
is a kind of fish.
Yeah. They just need large quantities of water. Algae, or perhaps moss. Mostly what Malboro grow on is other Malboros, because they guarantee the necessary hydrological properties in order for water availability to be high.
What we are looking at here is a single super colony of Malboro.
Correct.
The many flowers all ultimately share common roots.
Right. Ron has 99% evasion, so even though he
Yes.
only has the 3 dodges, he's still getting pretty good returns on it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that raises the question. Have the other enemies we found down here suggested that this place is particularly watery?
We haven't faced much yet.
Alright, fair enough. I guess we'll keep an eye out for it. Conduct swamp assessment.
There's that stone.
Yeah, I was waiting, because, I mean, I'm still on some fairly savage stream delay, but Twitch is at least not buffering constantly. But yes, Paralysis is a battle long status?
Yes.
Or a battle, okay, Basuna status.
That is a bassoon.
I see.
Although with only Basuna 3, it is beyond our ability to cure manually.
That suggests some Basuna practice would be indicated. Or at the very least appreciated.
I'll just stall until it wears off.
Did we not confirm that Basuna statuses don't block stat gains?
Nobody knows.
Fair enough. These are the mysteries.
Barriers.
Gotta put up the shields. Welcome. Or goodbye, as the case may be, since I forget which noise is which.
Also, if I find more Aura tomes, I will deploy a copy of Aura.
I was wondering why you hadn't.
Since from reading, Aura works just in a way that Berserk will do the same job, but better.
Well,
Almost
but,
always.
you know, given that, also the effectiveness is backwards, so I don't remember which one's actually first, but, nevertheless, Aura is white, right?
Maybe.
Fair enough. Who knows? Who can say? Well, that's new.
There, I'll just point you at the thing that I've been consulting.
Ah, yes. Probably for the best. Thank you. And do some lookups. And yeah, this was the reference I had used previously as well. So no, it suggests that aura is also black magic. Interesting. However, having a rank 2 aura would be sufficient to be effective against Malboros.
Okay, now we're fine. Man, right. Of Barrier and Wall is the one that is generally not of use, save to create
Yes.
shenanigans.
Yeah. Hey, they're dropping ethers now? Neat. If I remember
Valuable.
correctly, high potions are large enough to maybe be of use. Let me check that now that I've got the documentation open.
Someone can snap into that regardless.
So high potions, it seems, restore between 90 and 180 HP, which is it's out of combat healing.
It won't take up space. It can vanish the moment anything has to compete.
Correct. And of course, ether is just generally handy. We will probably go through it pretty quick if I'm not missing my guess. Since we've currently hit the spell level on Ron where he can burn through an ether's worth of MP without too much difficulty. And yeah, they're good for 20 or 40 MP. So, you know. Ah, black slime. We've encountered these near Mysidia, or are these a different brand?
This is a known variety of plan.
Alright. The black flan. Flan? Who knows? Huh. Both Earth and Magic Beast, apparently. Not sure how much that helps anything, but Earth is kind of an interesting monster family, it looks like, and then it's not really clear what determines inclusion in it.
Dirt type.
Dirt type. You heard it here first, folks. Black pudding is dirt. Now that I think about it, the faces on these fawns make them look like the sort of gelatinous version of Ultros. They got the sort of...
Yeah, they got a precursor
long,
to his
slender
expression.
Yeah, and then the
Noodly,
mealy
toothy.
teeth. Yep.
Big mischievous eyes.
Mm-hmm. And when you think about it, octopi are more or less goo anyway, so the resemblance might be warranted.
Okay, Scourge 4 is good to see.
Mm-hmm.
$280 Unholy.
Progress. I mean, Holy's kind of a weird one, because, like, Yug has ways to deal damage that don't involve him using his MP, and it doesn't have an element, so it's not like he's going to be hitting any weaknesses with it.
On the other hand, it will never be stopped by a resistance.
Right. It's for those enemies where they just have hugely more defense than magic defense. Which I guess counts black puddings here, but yeah, fire will also do nicely for them, as it turns out. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder what the justification, or at least the mindset going in on teleport causing the user to cough up most of their HP was. Because, like, I can't think of too many reference works where that's how that sort of thing works, and I can't think of a really particularly compelling reason for it mechanically either, so...
Hello, endgame body armor.
Black Barb!
The Black
What is
Garb.
Black
The ninja suit.
Aha!
Here's 40 defense, no evade penalty, 5 magic defense, immunity to matter, and 10 agility. In exchange for 1 casting penalty.
I guess Ryama takes off her Thief's Gloves? Because the agility doesn't stack.
That does put her well over the limits for... If I had a Giant's Glove laying around, this might be the time to tag it in.
Yep.
I'm not keeping a Giant's Glove laying around.
No, I didn't think so. But we can give the Thief Glove to, like, Layla. She would probably benefit more from it than...
Layla already has a Thief Glove.
Of course she does. I forgot.
Mysidia sells them. Everyone has Thief Glove.
Right. I forgot.
Prime is universal.
They have a pretty stiff casting penalty, though. I'm a little surprised that Ron and Yug have them. I guess agility is worth it.
That only matters for the non-damage spells, really.
Right. We cast a non-zero number of those. Not in here, obviously, but, you know, in general. We're probably hitting the end of the agility training cycle for some characters. Not so much for others. One day, Yug will be done accelerating.
On the day that Yug becomes most fast.
Mm-hmm. But as that day isn't today, you know.
Just a room full of Gorkamera.
You know, as you do. Time to get breathed, I guess.
These are also only the rank 5, though.
Okay, well, that's not the worst. Could be better, but... Because, like, I guess there are grounds for your training your health for that.
Hello.
Welcome.
I've been trying to get the wizard eyes to work, but for some bizarre reason they're not on my side.
Same, actually. So that's why I've switched to the Twitch stream for the time being. The wizard eyes seem very broken at the...
As will happen.
As will happen, yeah. It's a nascent platform to some extent or another. And also probably going under considerably more strain these days than most. Yeah, I'm getting little flashes of it. Very
Yeah,
strange.
it flickers from time to time, but whatever, it's fine.
Like I said, it's not behaving usually problematically, where it's just stuttery. It's very... Oh! Oh, stone, right, not stun. Hope we brought gold needles, I guess.
Petrifoy.
Mm-hmm. Have you been practicing Urasuna?
Me? Yes.
Yes, of course. I was obviously addressing Yug. I think we carried gold needle.
Yes.
Just the one, but this is the one ailment that does seem like it's critical to cure.
Just have enough magic resist, not worry about it.
Mm-hmm. But Layla, unfortunately, does not have enough magic resist to not worry about it. Or possibly they just threw enough numbers so that somebody got it. Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, I just heard somebody knock at somebody's door.
I should pull up the encounter list for this cave.
Yeah, probably. It is. Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty laconic today because it is just way too hot for me to be energetic.
Let's see here, the trap rooms have a 9.4% chance to have 1 to 4 of these guys, so just bad luck that it was a group of 4.
Mm-hmm. And just bad luck that we got him at all, to be in point of fact, because it's not exactly a high chance.
There are other things in here, but nothing as dangerous, well, as annoying as these guys.
Yeah, these guys petrify, and that's the big pain in the ass element. Everything else we can deal with at this point.
Break is matter elemental.
Andy.
So our black garb there is protection from petrify.
Who has black garb? Or rather, where did you get it?
Riyama, as
we
of
found it
just
in a
now
chest
from
here.
this cave.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in fairness, my apartment does have an air conditioner, but it's a freestanding unit in the living room. Which means my room does not circulate well with that room.
I have yet to turn the AC on.
You are a degenerate.
Why does that make me a degenerate?
I can only assume that you're some sort of devolved organism that is well acclimated to living in disgusting swamp conditions.
Why would that be devolved and not evolved?
Well, obviously, because swamp was the primordial state. It's an atavism.
I don't know about that one.
Humans have adapted to a less humid climate since leaving the swamp.
Foolish.
Also, please, everybody, never, ever listen to anything I say regarding this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this going, Mesopotamia is not a swamp.
No, it isn't. I mean, possibly there's swamps in it, but generally speaking.
There are swamps, yes, but by and large, not a swamp.
Yes. Also, generally speaking, humans tend to avoid trying to live in swamps, as I understand it.
Right. Anyway, let's look at this cave, and oh god, there's a lot of just cruddy encounters in this place.
Yep. Rude encounters. Do these cockatrices actually possess the potential to petrify us? Who knows? We're killing them too fast for it to matter, it looks like. At least we were until we took up spell practice on them, I guess.
They only have 4 attacks. That's not enough to get through the evasion.
I see. Do they intrinsically petrify on attack?
Yes.
I see. Gross. Ah! No!
fine.
Be right back.
I like to think that was karma for him insulting me and saying that I'm some sort of degenerate. Since I missed the beginning, what floor are you on? 2?
The first.
The first, okay.
We aren't going anywhere for a while.
Oh, just having some fun getting some experience then.
Yes.
Taking a little walkabout.
Gonna look over the first floor, expend most of my mana, warp back outside. Bully 3 and Blink 4.
That Blink 4 is the big one.
It's a lot of Blink. Basuna's making its way to 4.
Mm-hmm. And Kira's making its way to 5. Oh boy, undead.
So tagging a weakness, I've been looking over various bits of the damage math.
Mm-hmm.
Tagging a weakness with an elemental spell gives you the best possible result you could normally get, and then doubles it.
Handy.
With the baseline being, the spell has its base power, adds a quarter of the relevant attribute to that power. Then it lands level hits, and then tries to land level more hits, which can be resisted or can miss based on the spell's accuracy.
Right.
Each hit then deals anywhere from power to twice power, because we need more variance in spell performance.
Yep. I think that's how actual hits work as well. It's just that they're mitigated by armor. So an individual hit can deal between
Magic defense
attack and
never
twist.
reduces the damage that is coming at you, only how
Oh.
many hits worth of damage is coming at you. Hits are always dealing the same amount when they're coming out of spells.
Hello, fan.
Ugh. Gotta point that in the other direction. I've set up my swamp conditioner. Oh, god damn it. The new swamp conditioner core appears to be leaking. That's not a good noise.
This is a 10% fight on this floor. How do you keep getting this?
Just gotta roll good for certain values of good.
So, Luna, what's the spell you think is going to get to the highest out of all the ones you have? Ryama's Fire, maybe?
Probably just regular fire on Ryama, unless I have Ryama pivot more heavily back to physical attacks.
She seems to be doing well with them. I don't see why you're not. Like, she has definitely been the majority of our damage for anything I've been here for.
When we hit the mythical tipping point where I put the lads into the back row and let all normal attacks focus on Ryama.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be drawing near that now that I have enough mana that I'm routinely throwing around many spells.
Yep. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. I'll be right
I'm
back.
surprised how much less health she has compared to them. I mean, she's been getting hit by the same AoEs that they have. I don't understand why she's 200 HP behind.
Worse stamina.
Really? It's that much less?
It was less at the beginning, and it continued to be less throughout. So it's just, even if she's getting the same number of health ups, she's getting incrementally less health every time.
And health up and stamina up happen for the same reasons.
Yeah, but I would
So,
expect that because she has
starting with
less
more
health.
stamina.
Well, she was getting like half as much on each health up as Ron.
She has the
at
same
She
beginning.
has
stamina as
surpassed
they do.
Ron, although that's in part because I've been pushing Ron's stamina back down with int training.
Yes. That's the other thing. Ron has an anti-pressure
Ron
stat.
hit 4 evasion. Good for him.
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna try some science. Be back in a bit.
Oh boy. More of these
Glenn
jerks.
and also Moose.
Red moose, which are actually weak to lightning.
Well, there's your use case for Holy. This whole class of enemies of low health but many resistances.
Yeah.
Holy can treat
those-
them all equally.
The Black Flan have just enough health that you can't just punch through with Holy easily. You probably need to hit him with a fire.
Not with Holy 3.
Yeah. Higher up maybe, but not right now.
Yeah, so I also, not long before this session, did some preliminary plotting out for, like, what I should think of as the soft caps for various stats at various ranks. And for a bunch of things, it holds pretty close to rank of fight is what you are going to get up to cleanly. You end up a bit over that for weapon skills and possibly for resistances, if you are properly concentrating attacks into one target. Or getting into situations where many attacks are coming at you.
I think you did quite a bit of magic resistance when you were running into all those wizard fights and Castle Flynn and also other places. Mostly Castle Flynn.
Yeah, magic, well, because of the problem with multi-target spells, that is not the case. Only single-target spells contribute to your magic
Right.
resist.
I forgot about that.
And you have no
Right,
way to
thanks
encourage
to-
them to pile up.
Yug's got 4.
Doug's got 4. Doug is always thinking. There you go. Both masks have now been used.
That doesn't mean they're out of your inventory, though.
They've been used, though.
Because FF2, they will never leave our inventory.
The purity of Ron's heart. How deep even is Basidia Cave? Who knows?
These are the mysteries.
Yes, like throwing around tiny baby spells during these rank 5 fights is like... During these rank 5 fights is like 7 progress.
Per shot? Damn.
From one shot.
First shot.
Marginal value
yeah.
of each subsequent shot in a given fight is only 1.
One tick. As with weapons, it's just that with weapons you can swing for free. And the cost of each swing does not scale with the rank you've achieved. Thus, power weaponing, power leveling weapons is feasible in a way that power leveling spells is very not.
It's okay. Loon's gonna spend like 20 hours at the end of the game and get Rihanna's fire up to 16.
Wrong. I'm
why
not
not?
sure. Why would you ever?
Would you like to go into Pandemonium and cast each spell 6 times to achieve +1?
Yeah, like, it gets to extremely,
Level 16 spells do not exist.
maybe for bosses or through the
The
use
cap
of
is
certain
8,
tomes.
9, or 10. You will never just natively have one to throw around. This is nice, though. This is Paralyze.
Ooh.
This is
that
possible to
nice.
remove Paralyze. One more for Confuse, and then Basuna doesn't need to have any more pressure put on it.
Is there a level for Petrify?
That's Esuna.
It's on Isuna.
Of course. And what level is that?
6.
Gross.
Isuna needs a
Vinay,
great
are you
load.
having some fun over there?
Trying to adjust my headset. Please hold.
Let's continue.
Yep, you can always warp out if you need to.
You can always work out.
Working.
Now,
Yeah,
grab
you
your
find a
remote chocobo. Yep.
Yeah.
Quite increasing numbers of cockatrices.
I think the fight that can generate the cockatrice. Yep, here it is. It's 2 to 6.
B3 cockatrices.
Yeah, roll a 1d5 plus 1. It's not that hard.
Yes, we
Yeah,
don't
but-
know which distribution it uses.
Well, no, it's fine. We don't need to know anything about distribution. That's, of course, how it works. It just rolls dice. This is based
but
on
which
D&D, after
dice?
all.
Or D3.
You have a D5 just, hanging about, right?
Yeah. It's a D6, but with the 6 replaced with a skull.
Level 6 Asuna. Ugh.
You've been training your Asuna, right?
Why would they think that's okay?
Why wouldn't they think that was okay?
With how spell progression is in this game, that's awful high.
Okay, that is, but... That's how Final Fantasy do. Well, that's how early Final Fantasy do. By 4, it's worn off a little, I think.
Four definitely feels like when they got the formula down for what they were going for.
Still challenging, but like tools don't really expect grinding in any way.
Unless you're playing on easy type, in which case, good luck with Ashura without wall, because unless you're very lucky, you will not have wall by the time you get to her.
Right, and she constantly heals herself, and you're sort of
Yes, she
expected
does.
to reflect her.
And considering in Final Fantasy easy type, her stern face, I guess is the best way to put it, just casts a more powerful healing spell rather than protect and shell. Good luck.
It's Cure 4 instead of the other one's Cure 3 or whatever.
Yeah, one's Cure 3, one's Cure 4, and the other one is life.
Gross. Can you just wait until she runs out of MP?
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Okay. Because I know in some variants you actually can, because she doesn't do anything except counterattack you.
Correct.
So you can just hang around until she's out of mana, and then start fighting.
I remember many a year ago when I actually got a copy of the quote-unquote hard type or Japanese version of the game, and playing through and going, I actually have to pay attention. This is rough.
Now, you know what?
I think Rydia died like 4 times before I got to whatever the name of that Kaipo is. No, not Kaipo. The cave.
Antline Cave?
No. The waterfall cave. Where you fight Octomammoth.
Okay, yeah. Octoam. Mom. Who knows?
Power staff. Well, spare
Power
staff.
staff.
Second
Let's say
power
you already
staff.
have one of those.
In case you didn't
Also
want to
stole
buy
it in
this
the
at the
city.
store, there it is.
Straight into the garbage.
Oh, look at that. A trapped room. Again.
I am Ron's complete lack of surprise. We got out of it, okay, so it's fine.
So do these fun boys and girls here do any kind of breath attack, or do they just paralysis via punch?
Seems to just be paralyzing touch with these ones.
Okay, they're not the big versions just yet.
No.
If at all? I don't know.
There are bigger versions. Yet larger Marlboros do exist. For what it's worth, the difficulty is also somewhat similar on the DS. In that, well, Rydia can die a lot if you're not careful about things.
The game is kind enough in the DS version to make her not level 1.
Yes.
Give her
Which,
a,
you know-
a modicum of decent gear and what have you.
Is somewhat at odds with the rest of its approach, but there you have it. Willing, for example, to have Golbez kick the living shit out of you in the battle where she rejoins.
Yeah, it's Golbez. He's actively trying to kill you at this point as opposed to just fooling around.
Spider Silk is your friend in FF4 DS.
Nope, just FF4,
On account of Stop
period.
works. Yes, but like Stop works on fucking everything in the DS version.
You mean slow?
Yes, I do mean slow. Although, frankly, the Hourglass series of items also extremely your friends.
Yes. Stop actually does work on quite a few enemies in FF4.
For example, Flamehound.
Flamehound, ogres, mogres, all that fun stuff.
Mhm.
Sorry, mad ogres.
Yes, Mogre is something extremely else.
I'm still gonna call them mogres.
Fair enough. Frankly, I would not be happy if they had Bring the Pain, but
So, do the Marlboros drop ethers?
looks like
Huh.
you got an
Entirely
ether drop
possible.
earlier. Maybe ether is refined from Malboros.
Oh,
explain why it's so
medicinal plant.
E3. That's progress-ish. Ah, I see Ryama is embracing her red magic roots.
Flame spear. Alright, so there's a bunch of Mysidian gear in here.
makes sense. Where do you think they go to find it and sell it?
Wizards do not create things.
Just harvest them.
I would be surprised if you find whatever the other weapons are somewhere in this place.
Maximum cockatrice.
Bird!
We've reached peak bird.
Why
Or
are they
leaves your
green?
party
Who
once he's
cares?
joined you, right?
Sorry, what?
Edge never leaves your party once he's joined you, right?
Correct.
So the only augments I have to worry about on him are the ones that, like, I actually want on him.
Which is long range.
Not yet, anyway. But, for now, he's doing fine in the front row. I'm sure the Giant of Babel will make me change my tune in a hurry.
Yeah, the only advantage that Holy has over the basic elements is an extra 5 base power.
And unresistibility, of course.
Yes.
So I guess if you had a super dedicated white mage, sky-high spirit stat, didn't have any kind of gear on that would reduce their spell
Spirit is
effectiveness.
much easier to maintain than
Yeah.
Int.
Yeah, Yug's spirit's
Intellect.
pretty damn high.
'Cause it doesn't have an anti-stat. Yeah.
Yeah, Yug
Nothing will make
has
spirit go
40
down,
something
as far as I
spirit.
remember.
But if Yug took off all his gear that would reduce the hit proc of Holy, and you got it like up to 7 or 8, it'd be a pretty darn useful spell.
The
It's still
general
useful.
purpose one. The Ron burns through his mana a lot quicker these days.
Good. Easier to train up. Fortunately, Yug only needs like 3 mana for teleport.
I'm carrying 2 ether.
Remember, we
okay.
won 2
I
ethers.
I was figuring you were just going to teleport as soon as he got close to low mana.
Probably also
say he-
that. I'm not
I
allowed
mean, he
to
is
use
close to
brandish
low
the knife
mana
at them.
now, but
While you have the ethers, it's the why use them if you need to. If you don't need to, rather.
step out in cottage. Since it doesn't have like a house or a tent or whatever icon next to it in the map, my brain just interprets as a tub of cottage cheese or something. Well-known restorative, cottage cheese. Why is it called cottage cheese anyway?
If only we were all accessing something that could look up why it would be called that.
Good point. We'll have to look forward to such a day.
It tastes like the floor of a cottage. Well, you're not wrong. I'm going to assume, because of how simple some of the stuff's name in convention is that this is like something you make, anyone could make at home with like leftover whatever milk and what have you. The leftovers of other things.
Yeah.
Hey, way to go, Yug. He still loses almost all his health. Ah.
Placement for mayonnaise?
Sure.
Grief. Doesn't
I
seem
forget.
nearly as...
Can
That's
you move
not
the
a good
spell
noise.
lists around right afterwards? After you put them in where they are, or are they stuck wherever you have them?
You can rearrange your spell list freely.
Okay.
If I fall off the internet, just be aware of that, I guess.
What for? Why?
Because the power just went out in my apartment.
Okay.
In fact, how the fuck am I still on the internet? The router should have died.
A lot of routers have backup batteries in them.
Fair enough.
Or rather, the modems do. Combination modem routers. A lot of things have internal battery backup.
Apparently, Fairbrand is called the Wrath of Nightbot down on my head.
You probably deserved it.
I probably did deserve it. That was some impressive timing.
Alright, I'm gonna let the mage staff tag back in as a thing to carry around, just in case. Just have a non-weapon attack move that Ron can use to contribute.
Oh, is he permanently staying in the back row now?
Well, also because attacking with weapon, even as an idle action, is
Sounds as agility.
provoking
Or
strength
agility.
up.
Intellect, yep. Gotta...
Oh, and you're trying to really just push his intellect at this point. I gotcha.
I would like to
Yeah,
get people good stats, like Yug here.
Thing is, yeah, Ron's intellect sort of plateaued around 20 high because of that strength intellect
I'm surprised
counterbalance.
your strength is across the board where it is. I'd expect it to be a little bit higher, but then I remember that all your people have like plus 20 agility boosting gear, so never mind.
Actually, I'll be right back. I want to check if this isn't just a breaker being tripped.
Skeletons.
Surprisingly effective sleep spell. Well, kind of. So I get why Ron is in the back row to really push on his magic casting, but why is Yug back there? Same deal?
Looking to channel more evade into Ryama.
Oh wow, evade
5
5, there you go.
dodges already is good. We don't want to arrive suddenly at the point where 7 or 8 attacks are commonplace. And be right
All
back
right.
in the pit. So, many dodges should begin now. Hey, souls.
Ah, you finally found the fight.
Oh, good souls live here. Great.
This is the 4.5% fight on this floor.
Which, given Loon's luck, he will run into before too long.
Souls at this point aren't that bad.
No. I was correct, and it was a tripped breaker.
Well, good to know that you didn't spite the gods too much.
Good to know that Fairbrand cannot, in fact, summon the Wrath of Nightbot upon me. And yeah, as Dectalon comments, all the ooze-type enemies in this game do, in fact, look like they're pondering something very fiercely. Or, at least pretending like they're a Dracula and dramatically holding up a cape in front of their face.
Slime is thinking.
The slime phantom of the opera. over
There's
here.
exactly the thinking emote hand that fits under that slime
Oh my god,
appendage.
you're right. No, why did you point this out?
Hmm.
Why would you do this, Loon?
You know, it's kind of a jerk move on the game's part to throw enemies that absorb all types of elements than enemies that are weak to certain types of elements in the same fight. What,
Jerk
with the
move or sound strategy?
column A, column B.
Fair enough.
Although I appreciate that a red soul is now just a random encounter at this point.
It's been quite a while since we encountered them as, like, the, 4 of incredible... It was 4 of them? Or just 1?
Just one.
Goodness.
It was one in Cashew Keep.
Still, I think they've sort of decayed down to random encounter level.
I think there were a couple places before this that we could have run into them, but this is the first time they've popped up. Hey, reasonable chance to get some HP training in.
Ish. I don't think they do enough damage on their own compared to our total health pools at this point.
If 2 of them keep casting AoE spells over and over, it's probably going to do enough damage to... at
They're
least the
gonna
thing.
run out after 4 actions.
Yeah, but it'll work for Ryama and Leela. Maybe not
That's
for
fair.
Ron and Yug.
Further and further into the deep. Welcome. No laws in the wizard pit.
No. Only law here is the law of the wild. And even then, that's sort of optional.
One of the main reasons that the damage difference is happening right now between when we first fought the Red Souls and right now is because Loon has quite a bit of gear that gives resistances.
Yeah, resistance gear does a huge amount of mitigation. Also, Ryama can carve a Red Soul in half in about 2 rounds.
One if she gets lucky. She did about 500 damage there, and I think got about 550-ish.
Stamina for everyone. Alright, now,
There we
where
go.
in this floor am I going up and up?
Time to try door.
Always check door. Door could be anything.
Interesting, the purple undead are still showing their faces around here.
There has to be some chaff enemy fights.
I guess that's fair.
We just fought some yellow jellies. Those things are rank 2.
And that meant our stat gains from that battle were garbage.
Yes.
Thanks, enemy encounter table.
If you care dearly about your stat ups, you just ignore those fights.
Yeah.
They're
just
going to be
leave.
easier to evade because they are garbage.
That's true. This works yet. No.
Yeah, sometimes wizard eyes just don't work. It's fine.
Yeah, it happens. Figured I'd give it another go.
As an aside, on the Wizard Eyes, have you tried shutting down the emulator and turning it back on?
Not
No.
on my end, no.
That is legitimately a thing that sometimes causes a problem with Wizard Eyes. You just have to restart whatever it's capturing.
You always check door. Door could be anything.
Door could be the way down.
But also,
Welcome to...
Oh boy, how do we find our way into that room?
Same way we always find our way into those rooms. By
Teleporter
treating
maze.
walls as fake. No, we're not in Strange Journey. Where's the pity? We could be in Sector Horologium right now, or not Sector Horologium, Eridanus. Sector Eridanus. The finest teleporter maze in all the
I
lands.
maintain my commitment that running in this game is fake. It needs to be better.
There are
Agreed.
unescapable fights.
Might be that you can't run away from undead.
Undead never get tired.
At the same time, though, if you have a preemptive strike against opponents, you should be able to run away.
Yes.
Ah, we got the drop on him. Let's try to get away. Nope, sorry. Just doesn't work that way.
They will detect us before we make good our escape. Yes, Ron fears, I think, evasion. Not his agility, his evasion is the determinant, at least on escape rates.
If it
I
is
don't know
possible to escape, we will. Always.
about-
Well,
Ice bow.
I think that's another thing you can buy in Mysidia.
Wizards create nothing.
How do they get by the doppelganger? Are wizards also pure of heart?
Wizards don't have souls to replicate?
Ooh, strong play.
How do we know anyone in Mysidia is the original being? And it's not an entire village of doppelgangers?
We've moved from land ray to flying ray. One day we may even acquire or encounter aquatic ray.
So these things just, they do the exact same thing the other rays do.
Now, rays, once you've found a good niche, you stick to it.
One thing they do have going for them is they make a number of attacks. I think they swing like 5 or 6 times.
Gotta train that evade. God, these things have a lot of health.
Yes.
We may want to single target our spells. 31 damage per target ain't gonna cut it.
She's going to learn.
Wait a minute. How did she drop? She just got a blink spell put on her.
She's going to learn.
I guess. How's your evasion, Leela? Not good enough. Flying rays. Who knew they'd be that strong?
They're rays that can fly, Crumb. They've conquered 2 of the 3 frontiers.
Ray is a being made almost entirely of muscle. This one is able to launch itself off of the ground. Nothing can stop it.
Hmm?
People are talking about how the 3 main characters are often going to be much stronger than the 4th party member. To be fair, most of our fourth party members have been either outcasts or people who haven't done real training. So they haven't really been able to strut their stuff.
One day we may encounter a real fourth party member.
I mean, we had Coach for a while and Minwoo.
It's true. But then he had to go do his day job.
And we had Yosef for a little bit. He was pretty good.
It's true. And he got run over by a boulder.
It happens.
Now, Brain.
No brain.
Yeah,
Deny
Gordon does. Yeah, Gordon is pretty bad when you first get him. I'll give you guys that one. But he can turn into quite a good unit very quickly.
And leave. And then come back as a bad unit again.
Also a reminder of people who are talking about like via GBA how they are. None of the characters in the GBA version have their base HP increased. So in the GBA game, everyone gains health every 5 or 6 fights, I think. So your HP levels get massively inflated.
Especially if you get lost.
I would not be surprised if everyone at this point in the game had close to 2,000 health or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Except for your fourth party member, who's going to be lagging way behind because they haven't been in the party the whole time.
Would be interesting, I think, if you party members with their HP calculated.
What are you doing?
You are inaudible over the sound of your own headset.
It's very strange. It would be interesting, I think, if the game gave you party members with their HP calculated to the number of fights you had already gotten into. So that their HP totals reflected the number of fights that you had been in. Any better?
Yes. I mean, as soon as you tilted it back or whatever, it was fine. Wait, hold on. The Emperor? What?
Hey,
what?
What? Yeah, what? Emperor?
Ron is reaching heightened levels of magic.
Excuse me?
Ogre killer. Guarded by beasts.
Oh, bombs. Wait, are these real? Are these real bombs, or are these like the super fake versions?
Let's find out.
Oh. Wait, are bombs weak? Bombs are weak to fire?
Yeah. Now susceptible to preemptive explosions and all.
I can understand that. Yeah, you pre-detonate them.
They're flammable. That's their job.
Durable.
A feeling we're gonna get blown up real soon. We
But
don't
still
kill them this
flammable.
round.
Oh, I think they've taken quite a bit of damage, so...
Yes, I understand, but it means any of them to get their turns are gonna self-destruct very powerfully.
I'm certain that... Well, at least
That
the
is not
bottom right
how
one's
exploding
going to die.
worked back now. It is just a large attack.
Yes.
I appreciate that you phrase it as back now, Loon. That was very good. That just kind of clicked in my brain.
Back now, circa 1988, when no such mechanic had been invented.
Correct. Well, that's one down. Boom. 20 damage!
Shell. And
Right.
magic evade.
I'm beginning to think these
And if
guys aren't
self-destruct
really as
is
dangerous.
fire, then that's also smashing into ice shields.
Ah.
Alright, now I can look up bomb stats and see. Oh, they can swing 5 times. That's actually kind of dangerous.
Well, Valadon Ryama is immune to self-destructing, apparently.
Enemy self-destructing.
Sure, if she gets confused, she may just delete herself.
He's getting close to that cure. 6, 5, 5.
Yeah,
Number
we got
after
6.
4, whatever that could be.
I mean,
Scientists
he's
have
also getting
hypothesized.
close to cure
Scientist
6.
baffled. Berserk 3 is closing in.
Yes. Soon, Ryama will become full-time fighter.
She's a fighter who knows how to throw a fire spell.
Mana
know-
refill? You'll love to see it.
I was about to say, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. I would have much rather preferred it hit Yug, but you take what you can get.
You take what you get. But if Yug swapped with Layla,
Does he know swap? He does not know
No.
swap.
Only Rihanna knows the arts of the old switcheroo.
what if Ryama casts an all-target swap?
I don't think it would get through any of their magic resistance.
Probably fair. What if Ryama cast a full party targeted swap?
The point stands.
That's also fair.
Aww.
Yog will not switch places.
Damn!
Yug. I wanted to be nice this time. Unless that was the one that switched with Leela, in which case that would have lowered his MP by a bit.
Layla must gain more HP, more. Changer.
I think
Nothing
changes are-
happened.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna happen. These guys can't get through Ryama's evasion.
Brother, absolute yuck. What is he, an immaculate?
Yes.
Alright, fair.
Right, the changers are the weaker variety. It's
Yes,
the
the brains are
brains that are-
the big ones. The big brain boys.
Gotta remember that gold is more dangerous than pink.
One day we may encounter gold parasites.
Maybe. I don't know if those exist.
I think there's an upgrade to Parasite.
Probably, but I don't know if it's the gold variety.
That's true.
Wait, did Ron get Spirit? What did he cast? That was a white magic spell.
It's been
Nothing.
an
That's
all-target
the
spell.
Multi-target spells are
right.
mistreated in the count.
They're glitched.
That's the bug.
That's right, I forgot. Hey, more Spirit's never a bad thing.
Yeah, it's an argument for Ron becoming a white mage in point of fact, and having Yug become the black mage, but
Never.
no, so it goes.
Floor 4. Just getting right on down. Oh, hey, only one this time.
That'll make life easier for us.
Flying rays are a lot more common on this floor. I guess they live a lot more towards the bottom section of the cave. Are these things supposed to be cloakers?
Honestly, they might be, except they've been described as rays thus far in both incarnations, so... It might just be that they're weird, Yoshitaka Amano art of, like, actual ray fishes.
Oh, hey guys. 4.
Yes.
Except they've got, like, little scythy, grabby hand tentacle things, so I don't know about that. The precise genus of these rays is unclear to me. Not being particularly well versed in zoology, as it turns out.
But hey, that's what we pay you for.
You don't pay me anything.
Exactly.
Well, then I guess you get what you pay for.
We have a bona fide scientist on staff, paid a ludicrous sum of money.
If only you were in the stream at this very moment.
0 is a ludicrous sum of money. Thank you. Someone in the chat appreciates that.
Yeah, fight's gonna take time. Time that's probably worthwhile to extract many numbers out of.
Yeah, these rays are real, and it's a solid fight of level 5 or 6s.
It is current rank.
Good. Somebody clipped 0 being a ludicrous sum of money.
Good.
just what we needed.
Yes, that is actually what I wanted. I appreciate it. Anytime I can point to Vinay being a doctor, I will do it.
I am not.
Vinay is a doctor.
I'm not.
Swamp Doctor.
I am at best a swamp master.
Can we call you Dr. Pete?
No.
Moss Island Chief.
Boss Island Chief is a title I will absolutely accept.
Just
I regret-
Hold on, I need to write that one down for later.
Moss Island Chief approaching.
I regret ever having spoken today.
Moss Island Chief, M-I-C. Okay, I can go with that.
I'm taking the opportunity here to note down barrier. And the order in which it does things.
I see, yes.
Since the problem with barrier is that it misreports what it is resisting in the tooltip.
It still does resist things, just in the reverse order, correct?
Yes. The ice that it says that it resists first is actually the one it never will because of the antics that happen with bit flags. Trying to access the number 8 is impossible. Can't be done.
That's so dumb. You
That's
know, I
computers.
love this game, but sometimes it's just so ridiculous.
But so,
Coding.
importantly here, Barrier 1 is matter resistance. Barrier 1
Hey.
stops petrify. Barrier is good.
So does that mean an AoE version of Barrier will stop all Petrify?
It would need to hit once.
Ah,
So with high accuracy, with good spirit, yes. Even a single barrier can protect your life.
Hey, there you go, Ryama.
There's 3 doors.
Oh, I wonder where those go. Probably nowhere.
Can say.
This is the laziest fight.
Good.
Alright, so just going down the list here. You fought Flying Rays, Marlboros, Brains, Changers, Parasite, Red Soul. Yeah, you run just about everything in this cave.
Hmm? There a bit in the cup that's just dancing?
Yeah,
Yes.
that happens a lot.
See.
Why wouldn't it?
It's
I'm
like a
just
pachinko
wondering,
machine.
really.
It can't finish the pachinko.
That how pachinko machines work?
Yeah. It didn't get to the bottom.
They
it's
never
still
stop
bouncing
moving.
back and forth. Ooh, holy wall up. Just holy up, actually, not the wall.
Holy 4 is here.
It is impressive how quickly you got holy 4 up, since you just got in Mysidia last session,
Last
I think?
session? Yeah, last session.
Meh, that was a pretty good ether. Oh yeah, by the way, these guys are just around.
Yes.
Yeah, we've met him already.
That was in a trap room.
They've escaped the monster closet.
Yeah, these guys are actually the most common fight on this floor.
Good. We've just managed to evade them thus far.
Yes, just been fairly lucky.
Need more accurate barriers.
Seems correct.
I always appreciate the fights against monsters like this that have these nasty AoE effects, but then when they punch you in the face, it's like, oh, thank you for being kind to me. As opposed to murdering me.
Yet the big AoEs are the most valuable for number. It's a strange tension there. I am going to have to punch out early. Things seem to be jittering on my end, both technically and otherwise. I'll have to catch up with this one in post. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
Hmm.
So what kind of shield does Ron have on? Does he have a gold shield or something?
Ron has flame.
Flame, okay.
The physical attacks are defaulting to the lower target, but the magic attacks are defaulting to the upper target.
I should have taken a picture at the very beginning of your stream, but Leela seemed to have gained almost about 150 health at this point.
She's going to learn.
Oof.
She's going to learn.
Oh yeah. Because she's with us forever, right?
Beep.
Leela started at 553? Ugh. I thought it was much lower.
Berserk up. Good to see. Get mad.
Curse is almost there. Stop is almost there. A lot of stuff.
Refreshing.
And...
Just experimentally here, what does Yug without the ice shield look like? Evade was... terrible.
Ugh. Those shields do a lot.
And that's with the glove and the hairpin.
Mm-mm. You do have 2 ice shields.
I can throw the Betray Fang at something.
Nope. It's okay. It's a very fake fight.
Escapable.
Oh.
Here we are in the forest.
Hello, Mr. Ghost.
Hello, Orange Skeleton.
Yeah.
You get to just log right off.
Oh, preemptive strike. That ghost is so dead.
Annihilated. To shreds.
Ghosts only have about 500 health, I think, so they're not too durable, but at the same time, it is a good idea to make them go away very fast. I don't remember if they're as annoying as the ghosts in Final Fantasy 1 are or not. Probably. To be worse than the ghosts in Final Fantasy 1, they'd have to be able to hit really, really hard, or have some absolutely nasty status effects attached to them. Well, yeah, most of the ghost-type enemies, or the spectre-type enemies, have Drain Touch, right, Lynn?
Several of them do. Spirit 50.
Hey!
Int 31. Strong 41.
Is she about to level up? Yeah, she is about to level up Sword and Shield.
That's right, none of them are the right way.
There might have been something like the bottom right of the... Oh, here we go.
Adventure.
The trap room that just says, here's a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff that you fought before. It's fun, right? Yeah.
Think fast.
Fortunately, you got the drop on them, even though this is a trap room.
Yes.
Also, this trap room is in a cave, unlike the other one, which was in the forest. I really didn't think Slow would get through to the flyers.
Bound to happen eventually.
Magic defense of 400%.
It was inevitable. Keep working on that barrier. Distant, muffled squeaks.
I apologize if that's getting picked up.
Occasionally. It's fine.
Oh,
Just shy
Asuna's
of
almost there.
Esnafor. And already substantial barrier progress.
Also, Shell's getting up there as well, so it's good stuff all around.
The answer was, of course, secret fourth door.
Guarded by this pitiful array of undead.
Esuniform means we can now fix amnesia.
Have you run into anything yet that has that ability?
Maybe?
Alright.
Possibly, but I can't really remember.
Fair.
What year is it? Nobody knows.
Ron might need to move up to the front row soon.
No, that's what I give him the staff for.
Right, he's got the mage staff.
Of either of them, Yug is the one who could step forward and resume hitting things with sticks.
True.
Berserker.
Eventually, this game gives you some items that have more powerful use commands than what
Yes.
you currently have, right?
Eventually. There are some big ones.
Ooh, Oof. Ryama, save some for everybody else.
What would Ghost know about Drain Tomes?
Aw, you only got 2 of them? It can be anywhere from 2 to 5 ghosts in that box. You get the drop on them, sure.
We're very fast. Nothing surprises us.
Alright, good fight. Here on the 5th floor of Mysidia Cave? I want to say 5.
I can throw out Protect off of Ron.
Oh, to make room for Drain?
Yes. Wait, Ron already has Drain. I can still throw out Protect on Ron.
It was just taking up space.
Yeah, everyone who was going to use Drain already has Drain.
Uh-oh.
A single Chimera.
You want to petrify me? What if I petrify you?
Nothing surprises us. Free preemptive every time.
Just gotta be good.
Barrier. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm?
And yet ambush can still happen. Wild.
These guys aren't dangerous enough that an ambush is a problem. Probably, yep.
Book of Small.
You have a
Wizards
small
don't
book
create
already.
anything. They found all the books here, too. Yeah, Yoga already has Small.
Alright, out of ether.
Alright, let's see what else is in the vault here.
I feel like we just did this. Did we just do this?
Don't give them attention, it's what they want. walk away from Albornoz.
Boy, Leela's doing a lot of learning in this dungeon.
Yes. There's great wisdom in this cave. Interesting. I am carrying another needle. Just walk away from Ron.
Yep. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. And I think it's time for Yogg to come forward again. I appreciate this.
What, the potion?
This is dungeon design. prank dungeon.
Yeah, the good stuff was at the top, and the cruddy stuff's down here at the bottom.
There's this locked room with like 5 boxes in it.
Was there anything in there that was good, or was it all just a bunch of
Mini-tome.
junk? Okay.
We didn't have many yet. That's a good tip.
Oh boy. Can you run from these guys?
Guess
No.
not.
Man, when that death spell gets through their magic resistance, oh, just wait.
Ron is doing the math. A little at a time.
Oh my lord. Floor 5. What are the chances of running into these jerks?
2000% meta raise.
%18.8%. Yep, it's the highest percent chance on the floor. There's a bunch of fights that are 18.8% though.
She's going to learn.
God damn it, Leela. Just stay upright and learn.
Someday, she'll learn.
Today is not that day. The good news is Yug has almost got his life up to level 2.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh
Interesting.
boy.
I can remove curse.
Yeah, and as soon as that ghost is gone, you take care of the majority of the problem.
The one thing on the field with a mind to turn.
What? The flowers don't have a mind?
Plants are never confused. Death heals undead. Neat.
Good to know.
Start brandishing the stick. For lack of better things to do.
Is it Basuna that clears curse?
S in a 3.
Ah. Oh, right. Leela got pushed to the back line. She'll be fine.
She can throw lightning. Confuse at work.
Holy. Have you fought the Death Flowers before? I don't think you have.
Yeah, death flowers have shown up.
Okay. Yeah, that is actually the last monster in here that you have. I wasn't sure if you had seen them or not. So, you've seen everything now. Congratulations. Yeah, okay.
How much of this Cajun Fizz even left?
Not much. MVP of the fight? The Chimera.
Yes. Hero of the Revolution, credit to the team. That Chimera.
Oh, look, eye drops. I
Here, all
guess
that
fell off
blindness
the
we suffer
flower?
from.
You
Do not have any
cannot-
crosses.
Just keep pushing, I guess. You said it was Asuna 4?
Yeah, Asuna out of fight can handle everything.
Yeah, but you
Mana
can't use all
becomes
that
the
Asuna.
concern.
Yeah.
Yes. We're just going to tough it out here. Let me load up more ammunition. Swords is swords.
I mean, you might be able to give Ryama back, at least, so that you have your 2 frontliners being able to hit hard.
This works.
Yeah. Leela might want to move to the front row, though. So by using that mage staff, will Ron be getting magic experience? Like intelligence training,
I don't
excuse me?
think he'll get any attribute checks for wielding the item. He does get to
Cool.
benefit from his attributes, though.
He might gain agility, depending on how things
There's
work
always a
out.
chance for agility.
Yeah.
You can always go faster.
Wow, these Chimera being very nice and not using their breath or fire spells, or attacks.
Yo can carry us through these. Hello, most important spell in the universe, actually.
Gonna go
Where
right on
did
to
they
Ron.
categorize you? And yep, black magic. Now Ron can wizard forever. And what we came here for.
Hooray! And now
Is there
we
any
leave.
other VIP loot in
Nope,
this dungeon?
You got everything. You got the two things on the first floor, the hairpin and the garb, all the other stuff they sell. Yep, you got everything.
Triumph.
Now to go back to town and sell off all that amazing
Liquidate.
stuff you've got.
All this treasure.
The mages were almost out of stock, you know, so they really appreciate you just giving them more stuff to sell.
Yes. Yes, I did put the shield back on. For cruise mode.
Just think, if Ron wants to train other people's MP, he can just siphon an MP from them.
Yes. Team is now better equipped to just kind of borrow from each other.
Yeah, you've got a Swap and Osmos. Once those get trained up a little bit, you're pretty much good to go.
I like the simplicity of the barrier noise. Just boop. Just a ping with slight reverb. I have parked the boat
To the south?
in
there?
that bay there, yeah, on the left. which means another very long voyage to get to where we need to go next.
It's fine. Well, you got to go to Mysidia anyway.
Yes. Draculas.
What
We
the
somehow
hell?
went without seeing these. There's Draculas. There they are.
Dracula in your own backyard. Constantly menaced by Dracula.
Well, what happens if you acknowledge Dracula?
Never acknowledge Dracula.
I do appreciate the eyes on that mantis hanging out with these Dracula. It has seen some shit.
The Mantis
Of
has
course.
made decisions in their life.
It's been hanging out with Dracula.
It's been surrounded by Draculas.
Now I'm just remembering, hold up, I'm gonna look this up 100%.
Fine. Draculades. Carmilla? Something like that.
Carmeloids?
Yeah, sorry, I had to look it up to be sure. But now I'm just, because the pose is very similar to the lady Dracula from Suikoden 2 that was named Neclordia. I'm just remembering how fucking bad that name is.
She hit Yug? What? Alright, that's it. I need to look up these things. How strong are these?
Do not doubt the strength of Draculas in all their forms.
$540 health, 5 swings, 80% hit rate.
Second barrier.
What does that protect?
Barrier 2 is against fire.
No, still useful.
It alternates back and forth between regular elements and status elements. Matter, fire, mind, lightning, death, poison, and body. Also int up to 33.
He's definitely been moving up.
Yeah, it still has basically his full evade while holding the staff.
He's in the back row anyway, so it's not that big a deal.
Agility growth.
True.
That is the permanent concern. I suppose that also means with just a couple ranks of staff use, he would also be fine. On that front. Strange that there's no boss of Mysidia Cave.
The cave itself is pretty dangerous.
Reasonably.
Also, you fought a boss in Castle Flynn after almost no dungeons, so it's kind of the inverse where you have a long dungeon with just no boss.
Makes its own kind of sense.
Maybe the game's luring you to a false sense of security, and you walk back into Mysidia, boss is right there.
Immediately betrayed by wizards.
The wizards figured out that you have their stuff. You found out where their supplies come from. You can never leave this place alive.
The entire doppelganger village reveals their true form.
We only have 2 masks. No! They're just bombs wearing robes. That's where they got the idea for the bomb box in 4. You haven't been able to watch in a while. What was the last plot beat? We retook Castle Flynn.
And now we are in
then-
search of Ultima.
Because we need the most powerful... Jesus, Boone.
Thought to be all-powerful. Our enemy will never stand.
Yeah. What's the Emperor doing right now? Who knows?
Emperor stuff.
Oh, I forgot about this town's color palette. Oh,
Judging by the sprite that they generally use for the Emperor, like the 2-step.
fair. Yeah, might as well hold on to the gold.
You know, unless I were expecting to need some sort of on-par suit of armor for a character in
Yeah.
the medium future. That's my extra power staff. Oh, and I have 2 gold vests. Right.
Yeah, so we can get rid of one of those. Fair.
One of those goes away. Ogre Killer, goodbye. Flame Spear... Flame Spear?
I guess you could hold on to it.
Not going to use Death Idol for anything.
What about the Drain Tomes?
Drain Tomes are a good question. Crystal Rod, don't need that. Silence Bell can
Bell
go
of
away.
Silence.
Phoenix Downs do not work. Eye Drop is immediately obsolete. We'll pitch that Drain Tome. And pitch this Mini Tome.
Looks good to me. You know, in
Only on
preparation for never running into another person, you might want to have a Cure Tome just to spite them if they ever appear.
Yeah, so things to restock. Drain could go to said other person as well.
True. This
So grab,
mythical
like-
fourth person.
Grab a Cure Tome and then restock on vital items of... Don't need Armor Shop.
Yeah, the Mithril Mirror is a I forget what the Mithril Mirror does. Let's see here. Wall 16.
Reestablish my cottages. We can afford elixirs now.
Yeah, why not?
And gold needles still as an emergency measure until we reliably have enough Esuna to depetrify.
Also, so that you can use it on Yug if Yug gets petrified.
Yes.
Use the inn? I don't know.
Put down the drum and the tome. And right thing to check on. With the black garb, would Ryama pivot to wearing a giant glove instead of a
Oh.
glove. So take off the thief glove. And you are still full evade. on Giant Hand.
First item.
Yeah,
Just imagine.
that's always disorienting, that it pushes new items onto the front of your inventory.
Yep.
Still full of aid, okay. Ryama has enough speed that she has a budget to start wearing heavy equipment.
62 agility. Oh.
Yeah, knight armor isn't good for anything. That remains the case. Conveniently frees up a thief glove for no one.
Yeah. Perfect. Means we don't have to take anything away from Leela. Because why would you? Newbie, what was you said that might fix the wizard eyes?
If Loon were to save state, shut down the emulator, restart the emulator.
Or, you know, have, like, regular saved.
Yeah, either
Just
or.
now.
We did not take things from a pirate. We politely asked for them, and she gave it to us.
We lent things to a pirate and collected on that debt.
Yep, there you go.
Here we go.
It's something about the way that it captures the side screen.
What? You're talking through a tunnel.
That'll happen during the moments after
Oh, gotcha.
it's allocating resources to more stream.
Okay, how am I now?
You're
Now,
good. You're
it's
fine.
Yeah, that happens ton of time. It has to do with something about like the way that it's capturing the side stream. It is just failing to capture whatever it is trying to view from, and it won't rejigger unless you reset what it's trying to capture from.
Gotcha. Can't believe the red ones are weak to lightning, and the ones in the back are the weak to fire.
Well, they're all the color of something that isn't their weakness.
Yeah. I do like that they color coordinated in later games to make it a little bit easier.
Well, in that one, the convention they settled on is they're the color of the element they use and absorb.
Mm-hmm. Well, in 4, there's the yellow flans, which are incredibly weak to lightning.
Do these even have mana to steal? Who knows?
Answer to that question is maybe.
Yes.
They do indeed. They've got, oh god, are PSP numbers the same as NES? 80. Wow. Okay. Ron is never going to run out of magic.
Apparently Osmos works on things that don't have any MP.
What?
It figures out how much mana damage it would do and applies it, and then gives you that much in return.
Okay,
Where the
sure.
energy comes from isn't your problem. You're here to collect. Wizards.
I was about to say, that doesn't make any sense, but you're right, wizards. Doesn't have to make sense. It just happens. Aha. Boat found.
Boat is not yet lost. Alright, so now I need to go the long way around again
Yeah.
to get to that ring
I
over
think-
there. There are villagers in Mysidia who would probably tell you that that's what the tower is. That's where the tower is.
I think you just need to head to the east and wrap around Mysidia.
Possible.
For those that are curious why it takes so long to get some places in FF2 via boat travel, there is one continuous landmass here that goes all the way around. So there's no, like, port that we can go through in order to skip around. It takes a long time to get around places.
The one contiguous ocean is wide and noodly.
Appreciate you trying to turn these fish and birds into stone. Yep, go in the ocean. Pew!
I still get any progress from using up to level 5 spells here on the ocean. These are rank 3, aren't they?
These guys,
Probably.
yes. They're yellow. I think most yellow enemies are rank 3.
Can hit less. Okay, yes. Entirely because of that straight over there. We
Oh,
don't
so
have
there
to
is a way
take
in?
an even longer path.
Hooray.
And there's Kashun over there. We are going into that original bay.
This is fairly close to where you started, right?
Yes. Yeah, Ron just gets to never stop casting now. Ron has transcended weaponry.
All right, here we go.
Time to enter. Time to enter.
Hmm.
Time to enter. We have entered. Time for
Oh
damage
yeah,
floor.
get ready for this.
It's not that bad. It's like
It doesn't
one
hurt.
health per step. It's nothing.
It's just more the
It's gaps in the thread math for new encounters. Twist headband. Yo.
Pretty sure that's plus 10 strength.
Let's get out the armor list.
But I think it doesn't have a casting penalty.
Twist Headband is 2 casting penalty and only 2 evade for 12 defense, boosted strength,
Resists mind.
resists mind. You cannot be confused while wearing a headband.
Does that mean the gold hairpin comes off of somebody? Or maybe the twist headband just goes
Twist
onto her?
Headband goes onto Ryama. Yeah. The pivot begins. It's time to strong up. Just get huge.
Oh man, she's gonna hit like
Still
a freight
has full
train.
evasion. With her 8 weapon skill. Both fish live here.
You know, boltfish.
Looking around for them on the enemy list.
Oh, I have the information. Do you need to know what they're resistant to?
Are we still tier 6 is what I'm thinking about.
They are tier 5.
Tier 5 still, alright. I have an idea of what they'd be resistant to.
Quick, hit them with lightning. They'll never see it coming.
Right, Yug is still in the back. We now have 1 frontliner.
He might want to move back up. Just for a bit, until you know, find Leela again. Wow. Boltfish have an attack of 1. They also do that, though.
The boltfish, called such for no reason, actually. Don't worry about it.
It's a great way for Ryama to get her experience, or HP up. Does Berserk stack?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, okay, Berserk stacks.
You can always get mad.
Evasion 5, magic resist 3. It's fine.
Just take a dip.
Try for zest. And out of combat, Braun is now healer of choice. Power suit.
I think that's supposed to be like a power vest.
The power sash.
Oh, sash.
25 defense, minus 5 evade, 5 magic resist, protection from body. Strength plus 10, 1 casting penalty.
Maybe the Yug?
Protect from body.
Protection from the body. Yes,
If he's gonna
slightly
be on the
better
front
than a
line.
gold vest in general, so. Yug. Fish.
Oh yeah, get used to this encounter.
Fish live here. Where could we be? Beep.
And he's back to full. Amazing.
With Osmos 1, Osmos will only get larger.
Leela, where are you?
It's fine.
Is that an old man? It is an old man.
Is that an entire village? Inside Leviathan? People just live here.
Oh, there's a soldier of some kind here.
Power glove. Power Armlet, 19 defense for 3 evade, 5% magic defense. Resist poison, plus 10 strength.
Damn. A strictly better
That
Giant's
is strictly better than Giant's Glove. So I
Alright.
think that is the substitution we make here.
Glove? 71 defense. Good lord. Does she have a golden shield? Because she might want to switch off since she already has poison evasion.
Because using Gold Shield. Yes. So.
I see. Yeah.
Huh? What? Ultima.
I've been to
I've been to
Mysidia.
Mysidia. I know what Mysidia is. I already know what's going on here, so I'm going to skip those 2 words. Wild Rose, huh?
I've been to Mysidia. That's the
Mithril?
best line yet. Oh, if you have Mithril, you could fight the Empire.
Airship. Bigger airship. Sunfire? Goddess Bell. Dragoon. Yes. Hello, I am Dragoon. Impossible. Why ask about wyverns? Because I'm asking about dragoons, all of whom are dead. I will show you the crystal rod. Yes.
Hi, Rickard.
Ricard, first of the last of the dragoons.
Look at this portrait.
Completely invisible inside the armor. None mana, big strength, full accuracy, fuck all for evasion.
Well, he's
8
probably wearing
sword,
some heavy
though.
stuff. So this is something that might throw.
Yeah,
people
he's
out
wearing
this
knight
far.
armor. There is a mistake. Let's get you out of that into actual armor. Wing sword, gold shield, that's fine. Giant glove, giant hat. I can spare you a thief mid.
Do you have another gold hairpin?
No, and it would not go to him regardless. He can keep
Fair.
the giant helm. That improves him up to
Much better.
66, and he only has 2 dodges anyway, so physical will destroy him regardless. It's fine. He's a
So for
distraction.
people, for people who are curious why he doesn't use spears, that's only in the the Dawn of Souls remake. They gave him 8 spear as well. He's a sword user through and through.
What else would he be? There's an inn inside Leviathan. Except not actually.
You just try to jump on one of the beds, I guess.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Old man.
Old man. There are many crystal rods.
Those jerks in Mysidia.
They keep replacing the crystal rod every time somebody goes in to break the barrier. He's been here for 10 years inside Leviathan. Oh, okay. A bunch of them were probably taken in as a group. Old man had an expedition with him. Well, now you know. Also, Ricard with his 5 mana, actually, and 5
Did you
M
give him-
power. No, he does not get
did you-
any tomes.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you even give him cure?
All 5 cures he'll be able to cast before falling
Yeah,
down.
But if he casts a cure spell, he'll be able to cast 10 cures. The value, no, he is a
Yeah,
fighter.
with all that mana, he'll be able to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Actual Manta Ray lives here.
That did reasonable damage for an AoE.
If that village has managed to survive for 10 years, it's fine. They're fine. They're part of the internal ecosystem of Leviathan now.
I mean, they had bookshelves and actual beds, and oh boy, he's about to die.
There's Ricard. He's going to learn.
Learning so much.
There's a
Why
reason
did
he
I
was
walk
staying
off
in
that
the
floor?
village. How could the Dragoons have been destroyed? Impossible.
It's because he went to Mysidia.
Indeed.
Look at all that learning.
Ricard just needs to become more like the children who have arrived here to rescue him.
And so his health growth begins.
We have arrived at Teeth. Gaia Sword.
Hello. Finally, an upgrade to your wing sword.
The Gaia Blade is 52 attack, so 10 over the wing sword. 58 accuracy, plus 2 there. Same evade rate, no special properties. Effective against earth creatures, which, as we've seen, is a lot of things. And 50% casting penalty,
It's a good
which
sword.
is the same as most swords.
Oh, level 5 cure, hooray.
Yes. Got to pick that up in battle.
I have a feeling that our Dragoon buddy is going to do an enormous amount of learning and is going to gain so much health while he learns.
You will learn so much in so short a time.
Hello.
Is there anything else in Leviathan before we probably very shortly leave Leviathan? Because Leviathan is not a long dungeon.
I think you need to go to the south and there's something there. and
Yeah,
that will
there's
be the
something else.
last
We've
thing.
arrived at Teeth. This is the mouth. We will be exiting shortly. Sword.
It's a nice looking sword. By the way, these things are a block of health. The game is kind, though, that Leviathan is not a long dungeon because you can't leave except through
By completing it.
one way.
There is only one way out. You cannot save in the midst of it, despite the appearance of a town. The false town. The one surprise dungeon is very brief and very mild.
Yeah, and you just lost your person who comes with a lightning spell. Oh my god.
Oh, that's Calcum. What would I throw out? Well, it's a spare giant mitt.
You don't need it. Is that good? No, it's just amusing that Loon got the very rare drop.
You know what? Let's set you up to do at least one move.
There we go.
This is fine. Diamond Shield. It is protected by 4x
Not really.
Soul. It is not,
Not
protected.
really. Ron, you might want to... No, Ron can't cast a spell, that's right. It doesn't matter. They're immune. And you got the drop on them.
Shell is up. The battle is won. Ron could Osmos their MP out even faster.
He could. I guess he could cast Berserk? I don't know.
He would cast Berserk to speed this up.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Regard has 8 weapon skill that is on curve. He has 8 weapon skill and a current weapon. He is fine.
I think in my Dawn of Souls version of this, he quickly caught up to the rest of the crew in terms of damage. Especially since I just started giving him spears, since the game was kind enough to let him do that. And I never really had any complaints about him, save for his complete lack of anything resembling magic. Unlike Gordon with his starting 5 MP, but quickly becomes real magic pool. Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
So, Diamond Shield. Base evade of 7. Yeah, it's just part of the element cycle. It's the last of the element cycle. This is the lightning resisting shield.
So Yug and Ron already resist lightning because of their gold hairpins.
So, it would be to Ryama, if anyone.
Ryama, or your new boy so he doesn't die to lightning, but I really don't think it matters. He's already got a golden shield, so that's something.
Yeah, he is already on curve.
Yeah, he comes with reasonable gear, except it's super heavy, so it's not reasonable at all.
If heavy were not wrong, he'd be fine.
For the people who are curious, Loons run into every type of fight in this place. You got the Boltfish, you got the Sea Dragons, you got the Manta Rays. There is a fight that has the combination of all three, which might actually be this fight, because it's 1 to 2 fish, 0 to 1 Manta Rays, and 0 to 2 dragons, but who cares?
The round worm.
That is straight up the sprite for the worms in Mystic Quest.
A little bit, yeah.
Behold. It's a worm and it's round. Uniquely so, unlike all other forms of worm.
This is a rank 7 creature.
I bet it's dirt type. It seems like it would be dirt type. Worms are often dirt.
Don't know if you've heard this one before. Worms love the dirt.
Reasonably large punch.
And it got through her evasion, so it's got a bunch of them.
It has many hits.
Ricard, you're gonna die so fast if that thing tries to eat you.
Yeah, if people weren't aware, this is the boss of the dungeon.
See, we've become a part of Leviathan's internal ecosystem. We're removing a parasite.
Oof.
You got time for a little barrier?
Yeah, this thing seems to be pretty chufty. Oh, no, never mind, it's dead.
Plus slow, plus shell. Okay, it's fine. Got there.
Roundworm. Swings 6 times, has an attack power of 120.
that good?
Weems.
Oh, that music. It just came crashing back. Oh boy.
We're here.
Welcome to it.
If Ricard had been hit by that worm, he would have been instantly murdered. It would have
Yes.
completely devoured him. Four to 5 hits of about 100 to 200 damage a pop. Yeah, that would have destroyed him.
Oh, it's
Oh,
going to
good, we
do
have
the
to-
beam every time. The seal is broken. The seal is restored each time you approach the tower. All right.
Welcome to Mysidia Tower.
There's enemies from the overworld here at the base floor. That thing I've pointed out previously where they give you a breather immediately after giving you a new party member.
Ooh. He keeps catching me by surprise. I know he has 8 swings, but I keep forgetting that he actually can deal reasonable damage. Did we resolve the Leela situation anyway beyond, well, guess she's dead?
It's
She might be
fine.
dead.
Pirates are tough.
They're like moms in that regard.
If they don't survive falling off the boat, they were never a real sailor to begin with.
Well, there's the way up, but I'm sure there's plenty of stuff on this floor.
Yes.
Oh god, this encounter table's huge. Okay.
I'm gonna empty out Yug's MP over the course of sweeping this floor, then we step outside in cottage.
Yeah.
How tall is Mysidia Tower?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Okay. One moment. Cydia Tower is 9 floors tall.
It's quite tall.
Excuse me, 10 floors tall.
Yeah, that might be empty out Yug's MP, step outside cottage, and end of session territory then.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of tower.
Welcome to what you're doing all of next week.
Part of what makes it bizarre how forgettable the main story is in this is just how much meat there is every step of the way.
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up the Ultima Tome. It's gonna be really easy to do that. Oh wait, no, it's gonna take a
20
long...
hours later, staff. Staff is
time.
here. Staff. That's basic stick.
Yes, that gets thrown in the trash.
Ghosts are
Hi,
here.
ghosts. Just random encounter with ghosts. You know, nothing big.
Ghosts doing ghost things. Holy is doing alright for itself.
I was about to say you could drain them, and then I realized, no, don't drain them. That's a terrible idea.
Skeletons.
Hey! Already got shield level up? Good for you, buddy.
For Rickard. Well, small things,
Oh,
Blizzard
wow.
being the first of these to break through to 6?
Well, yeah, but the others are at 5.99.
I'm maintaining my perfect rotation of black magic, except for Scourge.
Scourge will get there.
Scourge will get there.
What are you going to use Scourge on?
things. Plenty of stuff is weak to poison.
Only there was something quickly approaching to use Scourge on. Only there was something here right now to use Scourge on.
Big is here.
It's been a while since we fought these guys.
Gigas is now regular enemy.
Wasn't it a regular enemy in one of the dungeons?
Maybe.
It's been a while.
I think it was on the high end of the curve for that dungeon. It was at the bottom of a previous dungeon, whereas here it is at also the bottom, but that's the top, the front.
It was the Dragoon Cave. They were in there.
Wizards live here. This is dungeon design. This is environmental storytelling. Behold. Behold. The white robe.
This is very good stuff.
The white robe is 30 defense in exchange for 5 evade, 21% magic evade, protection from body, death, matter, and mind, plus 10 spirit. This is Yug's endgame armor.
Yeah, this is endgame gear.
Yug is perfected.
Yug is not going to get hit by status effects now. I guess Ron gets the power armor then?
Yeah.
Power vest?
Unless what is Ryama wearing body-wise? Still the black garb.
You could
Black
give
garb
it to...
versus power sash. Let me look at the comparison. Black garb is much better. Much,
Yes, you could
much
give
better.
it to Ricard.
I will store it on Ron. It doesn't harm Ron's ability to do Ron's
No.
job.
Hey, buddy!
Bighorn just lives here. This is Bighorn's natural environment.
Where do you think they caught the bighorns to put in that cave?
They just already live here in the Wizard Tower.
I swear, Mysidia is nothing but trouble. It's doing all this problems everywhere across the globe.
Wizards cause problems on purpose.
Oh, that white robe. I'm just looking at it going, why would they give this to you so early? But I guess this makes sense for a time period to give you a robe.
We're
Since you're
very deep in. We're closing
You're
in
in a
on
wizard
the
tower.
ultimate magic.
If there's a white robe, though, that must mean there's the other kind.
Like, yeah, general percentage of progress, we're in the equivalent of climbing Mirage Tower, I would say.
Yeah, about there.
Miraculous. Carmillas? Carmillas.
Red ropes? No, we don't have sages yet. Damn.
Ricard will learn to move. Last of the old style Dragoons, he will
Yep.
finally learn to jump.
Drop the Cures Tome? Or teach it to somebody. I don't know.
Fine, Ricard, you get to cast a spell. Someday. Not now.
That's the other staff.
It is. We have the holy staves.
I like it that if it was the Crystal Rod's break, it'd just become a regular staff afterwards. But nope, you got to keep using it every time you walk in this pool. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Skeletons. Problem causers.
Well, that's gonna hit Rickard.
It's fine. If only you had barriers. Well, barrier
right,
isn't
that's
tall enough to
never
deal with
gonna-
that yet. Is curse
Yeah.
a mind effect?
Whatever it is, it's never going to hit Yug.
Yug has perfected his defense against miscellanea.
It is a mind effect. Which
So
means it
barrier
also won't hit.
3 would be able to do it.
Yeah, but that's also never going to hit Ryama because she's got that headband on.
Yes. Brain is
Useful.
protected. Alright, let's see if we can successfully uncurse in battle. You got this, Yug. Your spirit is willing. Big Scourge. Ricard is now even more cursed.
Oh.
Come on,
How
Yug.
could you miss?
Yug, please
He's-
do the thing.
He's cursed and has 2 evasion. How did you miss him?
It's fine.
His spirit still went up.
carry both ice shields.
It's a power move right there.
I guess I should suss out what his net accuracy is with these spells. Spirit and Int just directly add to your accuracy, so there's 67 there. Plus, base accuracy of Isuna is 50.
It's the thief's gloves.
And then, yeah, so his gear. Supposing he had put down the shield. Money from the power staff. Nothing from the white robe. Two from the hairpin. And 40 from the thief glove. For a net 55. Alright, yeah, that's... Dropping the glove now might be the right idea for him. Because then, a couple spirit later, Isuna becomes perfectly accurate. What does that look like? Okay, yeah, that still works for just his having high evade while cruising. Yeah.
What does that unicorn horn do again?
That is large Basuna? Or large
Right.
Asuna? Big status
think it's-
cure, and it's reusable. We use it until it breaks. And we nearly have battle status 5.
And Asuna's not that far behind either.
Which, Basuna is same base accuracy. So, that will be just flat, done, being as big as it needs to be to cure all battle statuses. Just like 5 spirit from now. Some of which might even come from cure.
Well, I can't think of too many more things that boost mind.
There is no spirit boosting glove. Yeah,
Maybe
the
a
white
weapon of
robe
some kind?
is there. It would have to be a weapon. Well, looking like no, it'll just have to be... Or when he moves on from the power staff to any of the other sticks. Power staff
Oh,
has...
right.
It has a mace's casting penalty. As opposed to a stick.
Makes sense. It's drawing some of your magic power away in order to
Hit things very
add
hard.
oomph. Oh, Rickard's still cursed. Whatever.
There, it's fine. Rickard will always be cursed. He needs to accept this. Still though, 6s on attack spells.
Probably about as high as you need to go with them, really.
I'm of the sense that I can treat 8 as the cap for most magic. That's when it would take unreasonable amounts of casting even in rank 7 fights to keep advancing them.
Mm-hmm.
Weapon skills might go as high as 10s. When we eventually get there. We're reaching the first shades of the endgame. Next time, the seal.